What is up and welcome to another video. Today I will talk about Bitcoin, guys. I'm gonna update you with my analysis about Bitcoin. And if you're enjoying this kind of content, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course click that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my important crypto and trade updates. So we'll talk about Bitcoin weekly time frame. I'm gonna update you with the double bearish divergence. Is this still in play, or are we back to the bull market? So all of that we'll talk about in this video. We'll check out Ethereum as well. Ethereum just hit the all-time high, and of course, before we jump into the chart, everything that we discuss on this channel are based on my opinion and should not be considered as a financial advice. If you are ready, let's dive right in. So you are looking at the Bitcoin's weekly time frame, and we still have this double bearish divergence, of course, using Chart Prime Oscillator Pro, one of the best paid indicator in the market, guys. If you want to try it out, you can get 7 days risk-free trial. Check out the link in the description down below. Let me turn on my Market Oracle Pro. Using Market Oracle Pro, you'll be able to spot buy signal, sell signal, possible reversal, possible strong bounce, max profit. So right now, if you have watched my previous analysis about Bitcoin, it told you that Bitcoin needs to reclaim this resistance zone at around $117,000 up to $118,000. And indeed, we have seen Bitcoin bounce, and the bulls got excited, guys, and the moon boys are talking about new targets: $200,000, $180,000, $500,000. But again, in the immediate short term, Bitcoin needs to reclaim this important resistance zone. We have seen that break of support here. Bitcoin just retested that previous support trend line, guys. This is a classic TA. If you know about basic of trading or charting, then we should have expected this kind of move. Now we'll talk about this big, huge green candle right here. What happened? Why Bitcoin bounced from 112 directly up to $117,000. The reason is Jerome Powell. So if you are following me on my X account, or if you are a member of our free public Telegram group, I have announced the reason for this pump, guys. So the reason for this pump that affected the entire market: Powell's dovish Jackson Hole speech. Fed ready to ease if the job market weakens. Inflation concerns downplayed by Jerome. Market confidence was restored. BTC pumped from $112,000 up to $116,000. So, bearish thesis will be invalidated if Bitcoin reclaims the $117,000 to $118,000. This was the zone that I was talking about. So if you are following me on this channel, you already know that this is a very important resistance level for Bitcoin. Now, using Chart Prime Oscillator Pro, we have immediate support here at around 105 up to $107,000 using this Market Oracle Pro or Market Dynamic Trend, this green line right here. So this is a very important moving average. So if you're using moving average, you can consider this as the 200 EMA or the 200 MA. So this is a dynamic market dynamic trend from Chart Prime. This will act as a support, very important support on the daily time frame. So again, same analysis. The ideal breakout target for this rising wedge pattern will be the $99,000 up to $100,000, guys. So expect some short-term bounce once Bitcoin reached the 106 up to 107 markets dynamic trend line using chart prime, guys. We have this dynamic trend in confluence with our multi-year support trend line, guys. So if you're going to look at the weekly time frame, I'm using logarithmic chart here on the weekly time frame. We have this huge rising wedge pattern. We have a smaller rising wedge pattern, which is a bearish pattern. The price got rejected exactly on that multi-year resistance trend line, and of course this double bearish divergence on the weekly time frame could still play out in the coming months. So that's my analysis for Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes down, majority of the altcoins will follow. Now let's look at Ethereum, guys. So Ethereum triangle pattern, symmetrical triangle pattern on the weekly time frame. So it is still possible that Ethereum could retest the previous resistance, and let's see if Ethereum will be able to hold this as a support. But right now Ethereum is on that very important resistance zone, guys. Previous pivot point last November 2021. So if Ethereum will flip this into a support, then Ethereum will be on price discovery. Then we could probably expect higher prices. But right now I'm expecting a short-term resistance on this level, $4,700 up to $5,000. Possible retest at around 3,800. It is still possible on the weekly time frame. Looking at the chart prime oscillator pro, the oscillator right now is hovering on that overbought area. So it is likely that we might see a correction in the coming weeks for Ethereum. And also I have tweeted that majority of the altcoins, there is a bearish divergence on the oscillator on the daily time frame in majority of the altcoins. If you can see Ethereum here, we have that bearish divergence using chart prime oscillator pro, and we have overextension right now from the market dynamic trend here. So it is already overextended. In my opinion, we could probably see a short-term retest at around $3,800 for Ethereum. So that's it for today. Just would like to give you a very quick update about the market and my opinion about Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would like to hear from you guys, and let me know from where are you watching this video. If you have any chart requests, clarification, comments, drop them all in the comment section down below. I'll see you in the next one.